Quick, unplanned video for you, but very useful, hopefully. Do I have a niche in YouTube terms? If I do, what the heck is it? And can I use this channel as a self-described procrastinating entrepreneur to hold myself accountable and drive myself forward? We also need a bit of focus, a bit of direction, and a clear plan going forward. Let's roll the intro. We would roll the intro if I actually had one. I did say in the last video I'd really like an intro, and that's still very much the case. However, I don't quite have one yet, so instead we find ourselves here in this kind of awkward transition-y bit. Hang on. Welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. Right. This part of the video has now been shot. I've had my socks and shoes off and I've lost count. That many times. I'm waffling quite a lot, so there's a little bit of a warning, followed by a bit of a disclaimer. Now that this journey is really going to start, it's very important for you to realise I am not a business guru, I'm not an industry expert, I am not a motivational speaker, and I am no genius. I am a guy who is trying to document the process of taking the things that I'm enthusiastic about, the things that I'm passionate about, and turning them into what I do for a living. Because I think more people should do that. Work shouldn't be a grind, it should be a pleasure. That's actually kind of my niche, I guess, when we look at it from that point of view. And that's what I've been looking at this week. I've been watching a load of content on identifying your niche, whether you need a niche, as part of the development and growth of a YouTube channel. Now, I see a YouTube channel and a business as two very comparable things. I think for a channel to succeed on YouTube, and if you look at the big channels that are on the platform, they're all being run as a business. So, you know, them knowing what their niche is and what kind of content works for them and what strategies work for them is really important. Just as a business needs to know its products and strategies and direction as well. Now, Innovotion, my example, my business, the underwater drones, that's fairly straightforward from that point of view. It's a very specific market. There is a distinct group of people who would benefit from owning, purchasing, renting, whatever, these products. Many of them don't even know they exist yet. That's the exciting bit. And there's also, likewise, a very specific group of businesses that would require underwater inspection services or underwater film or underwater photography. So from Innovotion's point of view, from my business point of view, that's great. That's quite clear cut, and I've got something that I can work with as far as a direction and plan is concerned. The YouTube channel, and if you're starting a YouTube channel, this is probably something you'll go through. It's a bit of a grey area when you're starting out, especially if, like me, my channel's about documenting a journey which, as it stands, has no end point. It has no watch me from day 1 to day 99. You're watching me from day 1, loosely speaking, of the business. The business has been around a bit longer, but I want to document it more or less as you would from day 1 to wherever success might be. And likewise, the YouTube channel, starting with no video making experience, no real video editing experience, and learning the skills and the techniques that I need to take it somewhere. But where that is, we'll have to find out together. And that is the niche of my YouTube channel. With that in mind, I'd be really curious to find out if you're aware of any YouTube channels around, any YouTubers around who have done this. They've been through this process. Their channel's been about starting on day 1 and ending up wherever. Now, I'm aware that some of them might actually be providing consulting services now, or coaching, or whatever. They might be really far down the line. But I'd be curious to see if I could get involved with their community. If there's people out there that I haven't found, I'd love to find them. So if you're aware of anything similar, let me know down in the comments below. I'd be really keen to check them out and hopefully offer them support and maybe get some support back. So that's that. So the other thing I wanted to mention, in addition to documenting this whole identifying the phases and then maybe sharing the influence that I've had from that, be that a book, be that a blog, be that a vlog, YouTuber, or wherever I find the information that I think I need to achieve the next step that I've identified, I'm going to be documenting that. And I'm also going to be documenting the actual actions that I've taken to hopefully achieve that next stage. Now that might be failure, that might be something that doesn't work. And I think it's really important to document that too, just so that you're aware that this is it's a big process, it's a big journey, and you're not always going to have a smooth path. There's going to be bumps, there's going to be hurdles, and how you deal with them is just as important as how you actually plan and try and drive things forward. So in addition to that, because that's fairly broad brush and hopefully quite useful, but as part of anybody's journey to developing a business, to developing a YouTube channel, there is going to be a ton of learning to do. And I'm lucky from that point of view because I love learning new stuff. It often distracts me from things I should really be doing. That's something I need to deal with. But I'm hoping that I can maybe take some of what I've learned and share that with you and simplify your process and your journey. Now, where I would kind of specialise more on that side of things is using software. I've been involved in the web industry for a number of years. I've been involved in coding and software development and stuff in the past, so I'm quite at home when it comes to using software. And I use predominantly Adobe software, Illustrator and Photoshop for the web stuff, and I use Photoshop, Lightroom and Lightroom Classic for photography stuff. And now obviously I'm getting into Premiere Pro and hopefully at some point After Effects. We need that intro. So if you would be interested in some content, non-industry expert tutorials would be a loose description. Basically, when I've needed to achieve something in one of these pieces of software, I'll go and learn it, I'll find out how I think is the best way that I've seen to achieve that goal, and then put a video together that might be of use to one of you guys. Now, if that's something that would be useful to you, again, stick a comment down below, let me know, because that's going to help me plan where this channel is going to go. So that's that as well. The other kind of things that I'd like to include in the channel, which I think I've mentioned before, but whilst we're here talking about it, I might as well clear it up. I want to share a bit of my personal life so that you get to know me a bit better as a person, and hopefully that means that I can get to know you a bit better as people. You might get to meet some of my family along the way if they can reduce their level of camera shyness, if that's a word or a description. And I also want to take you out in the field with a devotion. If we manage to get to the point that we're doing inspection work or underwater film and photography work, great, take you on the journey and you can see how the steps that I've shared on the channel have led me to being wherever I am. Or we go out in the market and shoot, I'll take you along and you can see the process, and hopefully you'll find that interesting and we can meet some cool people and have a laugh along the way. So that's kind of this video. That's what this video was about, was identifying a plan, having a bit more structure, hopefully getting some feedback from you guys on whether it's something that's going to be of use to you, some value to you, whether you'll find it entertaining, hopefully it can make you smile along the way as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Let me know what you think. And if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Really helpful at the moment. I have a whopping 56 subscribers as it counts, or as it stands right now. I'm actually thinking about including this within the videos so that when I watch it back in the future I can see how it's developed along the way, hopefully, if it develops along the way. So, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and do something with the bell so that you can see when the next video comes out, which is all about branding and social media first impressions. Get yourself excited for that one. Do me one final favour, if you would. If you know of somebody that might be interested in this channel, if you know of somebody that might find these videos entertaining or of some value, share them. Share my channel, get the word out there, help me spread the word. I would be so appreciative and very, very grateful. So until the next video, get out there and do something and let me know what you've done. Peace.